best bets. Now, again, no more buys. We're on week 16, 3 weeks ago before the playoffs. First game, Thursday night, or by the time you hear this podcast, maybe tonight. But Broncos at Chargers. The Chargers are 2.5-point favorites. The over/under is 41.5. Zach, big game. Wildcard teams.
Yeah, it is. And look, Bo Nix is chasing down my man for Rookie of the Year. But after the beatdown the Chargers just took, no way in hell Denver survives. All right. Chargers coming to beat them down. I'll take the Chargers.
So it was a race last week. It might still be a race now. I'm gonna say though, Bo Nix did not have a good game on Sunday. He had three picks in that game. They won that game in spite of Bo Nix against the Colts. Jane Daniels had a better first half. Obviously, the Commanders didn't have a great second half. Almost lost the game late. But I think this week both guys separate themselves just a little bit. I think Jane Daniels put a little bit of separation. Again, race not over yet, but whereas the race was a lot tighter going into week 15, I think Jane Daniels put a little bit of distance between himself and Bo Nix. That being said, look, I already said the AFC playoff picture where you see it in terms of the teams is going to stick what it is. The Chargers right now are the 7th seed, fading a little bit the last couple of weeks, but they still have a 2-game lead over the next team in the race, which is the combination of the Colts, the Dolphins, and the Bengals. So as long as they do their job, which I think they'll do here on a short week, give me Chargers here, but I'll take the over as the best bet, actually. Honestly, that's the best bet for me. All right, we got 2 Saturday games. First one, Texans at Chiefs. The Chiefs are 3-point favorites. The over/under is 42, Zach.
Look, if Cleveland's defense couldn't show up, I know Houston's isn't going to. So give me Kansas City. I am so disappointed in that loser from Florida State not putting up points.
Yeah, that was bad. And they benched him, by the way. We'll get to that in a second. But they benched him for the week 16, rather. I don't care if Mahomes plays or not. Carson Wentz is a good backup to have in a tight spot. You got Andy Reid there. It could be Carson Wentz, Carson Daly, Carson Palmer. It doesn't matter. Give me the Chiefs win this game. And to me, it's less about the Chiefs and more about Houston. I just don't trust them. You put 20 points only against the Dolphins on Sunday. And yeah, you won the game. I get it. But Houston, like, I hate knocking them because they're 9-5. And 9-5 is a good spot to be in. You're a good team. You're a tier 3 team probably in the league. But this year has felt underwhelming for both CJ Stroud and Texas as a whole. Now, look, Big Ryan's not a hot seat by any means. He's doing a good job. But, and obviously, if you're a Texas fan, you'd rather be here than where you were 2 years ago. Let's put it that way. So, perspective is needed here. But I expected more from Texas this year. I mean, clearly did not get that. They're going to be they feel like a one-done team in the playoffs, even with home field advantage in the wildcard round. But yeah, give me Casey. Give me Casey to win this game, regardless if Mahomes plays or not with an injury. All right. The second Saturday game is a banger, probably the game of the week. Steelers at Ravens. The Ravens 6-point favorites. The over/under is 45. Zach.
This is simple, man. Steelers always play the Ravens tough.
Yep.
They know how to shut Lamar down. I can't remember him ever having a good game against the Steelers. So give me Tomlin plus the points.
So there's some concern here. I know TJ Watt is planning on playing, but he did get hurt in that game against the Eagles on Sunday. George Pickens may miss this game too. It'll be his third straight game missed if he doesn't play. Ravens look sharp after the bye against the Giants, albeit it is the Giants. We get that. Yeah, Lamar Jackson. I don't know if you'll see his numbers though. I had a chance to look at his numbers till this morning. He leads the league in passing.
Yeah,
he has 34 touchdowns and 3 picks. He's leading in passing, but he's a running back apparently.
And 2 first round draft picks was too much.
Yeah,
these teams trade 2 first round draft picks to move up for someone they have no clue about.
No.
But they weren't willing to do that. I'm sorry. Every franchise who didn't have a franchise quarterback back then, you should fire your GMs.
Yep, I'm with you. That being said, the vibe, look, I acknowledge the Steelers play the Ravens very well every time they play. It's a rivalry, probably still one of the best rivalries in the league to this day. But this has Baltimore written all over it, and Baltimore winning in the blowout. Give me the Ravens here in a rare blowout against the Steelers. Here, actually, this is more based on vibes. I just feel like the Ravens are after they lost the first matchup against them, and given the injuries also on the Steelers side too as well, it just feels like a blowout coming here. Give me the Ravens to cover this game, 6 points. All right, let's get the Sunday games here. We have my Giants at Falcons. The Falcons are 8.5-point favorites. The over under is 42. Zach, it's Penix time.
It's Penix time, and since he was my guy going in the draft, I'm gonna at least take Atlanta for 1 week.
Yeah,
I gotta ride with the guy.
Michael Penix, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Michael Shea, okay, Michael Phelps. It don't matter who plays quarterback for the Falcons. Falcons win running away because the Giants stink. Just that simple. All right. Give me Atlanta win this game and cover the spread. Look, I don't think they win the South. I think the Buccaneers are firmed up to get that done, although the race is not done yet by a long shot. But I think this will be the jolt they need here for the Falcons to make a last end of the season run. By the way, we're probably about 2 weeks late, at very least 2 weeks late on this move, right? Kirk Cousins, right?
Yeah, but I'm happy they're making the move when it's a team you would expect them to beat versus putting them up against a team with a stellar defense and be like, oh, well, the team's offense struggles, so maybe the Giants just suck.
They
All
do.
right. So it's nice to throw a rookie quarterback out against a team that just sucks.
Yeah. All right, next game here, rather. This is actually going to be a 4:00 game. I got flexed this week. Patriots at Bills. The Bills are 14-point favorites. The over-under is 46.5, Zach.
Oh, I'll take the Bills all day. All day. I don't care what the spread is. You'd have to go up to 20 to make me question.
What's funny is that what difference 10 years makes? Hell, 5 years. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, same spread, different teams.
Yeah, 10
Right?
years ago, definitely.
Yeah. What difference 10 years makes? Yeah, Buffalo is heating up. I'm concerned about the Bills a little bit though. They put up I think 100 points, so close to 100 points in the last 2 weeks. But they also given up like almost 90. So I'm a little concerned with the Bills defense a little bit moving forward against great teams. And I don't want to say that Josh Allen reliant, but it kind of feels that way.
Yeah, but one of them was Detroit. All right, Detroit scores points. The Patriots do not.
What about the Rams? I'm talking about bigger picture. I'm talking about
The Rams have studs at wide
of course.
receiver and a stud quarterback.
My larger point though is that I'm more concerned bigger picture, not so much this game. Buffalo's this game. Buffalo's my pick, and Buffalo's gonna cover the spread with ease. I'm just saying bigger picture. Are we concerned about the Bills, even though they're number one on my power rankings this week?
I wouldn't be too worried about them. All right.
Okay. All right, next game here. Lions at Bears. The Lions are currently 6.5-point favorites. The over-under is 47.5, Zach.
Lions need this game so desperately now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The fact the Bills came in, whooped you up and down, and proved if the Lions don't get out to a lead, they're going to struggle because they don't have a defense. They cannot make stops anymore. The Lions literally have to score on every offensive possession to win.
They do. The injuries are scary. As great as it's been this year, it's funny how we were saying a 12-2 team needs to win this game because the environment, the number one seeds up for grabs. The Vikings are around. I can't even say they're on the heels. They're tied right now, and they play Week 18. The Eagles are 12-2 as well as two, and they have the easier schedule of the three teams. The Lions will definitely want to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. The last three games, Chicago this week, obviously. You have the Niners the week after, and then close out the year against the Vikings. This is a must-win for the Lions, obviously. You take Detroit here in this one?
Absolutely.
I think they win the game, but I like the Bears on the points here because, again, I know we watched the game on Monday night together, the Vikings-Bears game Monday night at Flanagan's. But
I know you had, what, 6.5?
Yeah, shut up. And here we go again, 6.5 points. I'm going the other way. But divisional optics, they're at home. Detroit's mass unit right now currently. They win the game, but do I see a Bears team fighting here? Try to play spoiler? Absolutely. So give me Chicago on the points here. All right. We have Titans at Colts. The Colts are 3.5 point favorites. The over under is 42.5, Zach. A snoozer.
Well, I heard they're benching Willis. Do we know who the backup is? Because offhand, I don't.
Mason Rudolph, my friend.
Ooh.
Rudolph, the red-nosed quarterback.
Well, since you put it that way, I'm gonna take Tennessee. I wasn't going to, but just saying that makes me think. Okay, we're going into Christmas next week. Give me Rudolph.
Is it color Christmas? Is it because of the
Yeah,
Rudolph
let us know.
red-nosed?
Shine bright to a victory, baby.
No, give me Indy here. I'm not gonna get cute about this one. Indy's frisky as hell. For every two bad losses, they have a good win here. Here's a good win come up here. The 16th for a reason, inconsistent, but they'll win the game here. Nothing more to be said. I took Indy to win this game outright and cover. It is kind of weird to have the spread being this low, though. I will say. All right, how about this one? Interesting game here. Rams at Jets. The Rams are 3 point favorites. The over under is 46.5. Zach.
Now this one, I would want to take the Rams, but I really believe the safer bet's gonna just be the over. Both teams can score. I don't really have a lot of faith in the Jets defense at this point in the season to be shutting people down. So I'm gonna assume Sauce Gardner has sent it in for the season.
I love how you said that the both teams can score like the Jets can score. That's a new thing now in the last 2 weeks. This 2 weeks last for the Jets have been the best 2 weeks we've seen in probably in 2 years. And for Aaron Rodgers plays 3 years. You know what's funny? This is a scary game for the Rams because the Jets, look, they're out of the playoff hunt, obviously, but there is a lot of value to the Jets ending this year strong because, and especially in Aaron Rodgers' case, because there aren't many options for Aaron Rodgers beyond this season, like to go. Like even with a dry quarterback market, there is not a team out there that's going to take a risk on them.
So I
So
have one question.
go ahead.
When you know your team that has no chance of making the playoffs,
Right.
why is it good to win? Why is it good to worsen your draft
Well,
status?
I'm saying this from an Aaron Rodgers perspective more than anything else, because if they fall apart the next couple of weeks, and look, even if they went out, it may still happen. They may find a way to cut him or get rid of him, but they are probably stuck with him another year. And Rodgers, to me, is either he plays the Jets next year or he retires.
Yeah.
So that is his options. There's no other 31 teams that are going to touch him at all. I don't see that. So there is some value to ending for him anyway mentally, and for the team too also because this core is pretty much together for another year at least. To ending this year strong and having it spill over to next year. Maybe next year you have some good vibes. Oh, maybe end of the year on a nice little winning streak. Maybe some quality teams in the process, and now we can say, okay, well, end of the year, say the end of the year 7-10. You feel a little better about the team now than you did, say, a month before that. And going to 2025, and you hope you build around the edges. Rodgers has looked pretty good, really good the last couple of weeks, and maybe that's what he needs, the spark he needs. I don't know. So the Jets can actually win this game. In fact, I wouldn't surprise if they do. But I'm with you. The best bet's the over. Both these teams can score. In the case of the Jets, they can score now. You know what I mean? So the over is definitely the best bet. I agree with you on that one. All right. Eagles at your Commanders. Eagles of 3.5 point favorites. The over under is 45, Zach.
Oh man, we have not had a good offensive game from start to finish since probably week 6.
Mm.
I'm gonna say the Eagles win by 10. I'm not even when we did this to begin the season, there was no way I would have seen the Commanders win this game, and I still don't see the Commanders winning this game. All right, it, It's two different classes right now. I had more faith in the first matchup than I did this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I like what I see. It's funny. If you told me right now, coming to the year, that if you're a Commanders fan, which you are obviously, if you're entering week 16 9-5, you'd be very happy about that. And you should be
Oh
with that.
man,
And you should
I'd
be
be so
overall.
happy.
And you should be even now. But there's been some breaks here and there, and they haven't looked good. They haven't put a complete game, as you said, in quite a while. Um, they're still they still haven't put away the wild card yet either. Um, because both Seattle and or the Rams are only a game behind, depending who loses the division in the West. So there's still time for them to mess this up. So this is a must-win for the Commanders. It really is.
No, this is not the must win. The must win is next week. This is an expected loss. Slow down,
Who
man.
are they playing next week?
Anybody but the Eagles.
Okay. That
No,
said,
honestly, okay.
go ahead.
There's four teams in the NFL where I don't think they can step on the field and compete with.
Just one.
Eagles, Detroit, the Chiefs, and the Bills.
Okay.
Everyone else, I believe they could stand on the field and compete with. This just ain't the game.
Well, Eagles win this game. I don't doubt that at all. But best bet, I kind of like the over here. Kind of the over here. Yeah, I'm going the over in this one. All right. Next game here. Cardinals at Panthers. The Cardinals are 4.5-point favorites. The over/under is 46.5. Zach.
Man, this is a tough one. 3 weeks ago, this would have been a surefire win for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
But then I watched last week, and Bryce Young looked like hot garbage again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna believe that's who he is, and I'll take Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's win this game there, but the best bet for me is the under. I think Bryce Young will shit the bet again, probably. That's one letdown. Like, you buy into the Panthers 1 week. First time they're favorites in like 2 years, I think it was. I saw the stat. And then they shit the bet against Dallas at home.
And
Like,
it was
really,
like
dude?
the first time Dallas was an underdog at home in like, I don't know, 3 years or so.
Yeah, something like that. But, yeah, I'll take the under this one. Arizona should win this game, though. Arizona, if you had told me a month ago that this team would be 7-7 after being on the bye week and looking good and leading the West by a game or so, and then they have fallen apart ever since. Now, granted, they won this week against New England this past week, but still, it's New England. I would have said, nah, no way. But here we are. That being said, again, the best bet's the under for me. So give me the under. You have Arizona, I got the under. All right. Battle of Ohio. We teased it earlier. Browns at Bengals. The Bengals are 7.5-point favorites. The over-under is 47, Zach.
Oh, come on now. That half a point is everything I need. Give me the Browns.
Oh, my God.
Jameis is going against a team that can't play defense. This is like his dream scenario.
Yeah, but he's not playing. He's not playing this week, though.
Oh shit, he's not.
No. They brought the quarterback with 3 names. It was a Dorian, Holly something.
Oh, Dorian Robinson something.
Holly Robinson something.
Oh fuck! Change my pick.
Cincinnati.
I'll take Cincy.
I will too, also. And for the record, even with James Winston, I probably will still take a Cincy. Joe, again, it's so disappointing. Joe Burrow, if this team's even around 500, he's an MVP candidate. Does he have that kind of year?
Yeah, well, it's gonna be even worse next year. They're gonna have fewer weapons and be even more cash strapped.
That's why I told you. I think in the next 2 years, ask for a trade. That's my hot take. We'll see. All right. This is a big game here. Vikings at Seahawks. Vikings 3-point favorites. The over/under is 43, Zach.
Ooh, I love the Vikings in this game. All right.
Ooh.
They're now feeling a chance at a 1 seed with everything tied up. That defense is going to be playing lights out. And after Jefferson blew a touchdown this past weekend, come on. You know he wants to have a big game.
Say Minnesota.
Absolutely.
So, if I asked you right now, Minnesota Vikings right now, Super Bowl contenders, you say what? Yes or no?
I
The fact,
say
the fact, the fact you
they're
think about it is only you know.
it's an NFC championship matchup thing. That's what it is.
Right. So how I view contenders. If do I see this team playing in an NFC title game with the right to go to the Super Bowl?
Oh, well, if that's it, then yes, I do. Because I can see him getting to the title game.
See, I still am on the fence on that one, but I will say this much. I'll say no, first off, right now. If they ask right now. However, these next 3 games can change that for me. The next 3 games end of the year, this is their closing statement. At Seattle, Green Bay at home next week, and then the big thriller against the Lions on week 18. If they even win 2 out of 3 games, I'm buying in. 3-0, obviously, we'll do a lot, but if you win 2 next 3 games.
And if we were to project out right now, who are you afraid of? It's only the Eagles. Because really, the Lions, if you can get out early on them, you stand a chance of winning.
Not only that, they almost beat them the first time.
You're not going to be afraid of any team coming out of the West.
And the banged up.
You're not afraid of any team coming out of the South. So literally, you're either afraid of a team in your division or you're afraid of the Eagles. So that's the thing. You cannot not say that they're not a Super Bowl contender because it's so easy to project them to an NFC title game. And then all it takes is mishaps.
Yeah. Best bet is the over for me. They should win this game. Seattle, I've been saying, just when you buy into Seattle, he's buying into Seattle. Now, granted, you and I did pick Green Bay last week, but they got embarrassed. That game was never close. Yeah, Seattle was the frauds. Give me the over in this game. Best bet. All right. Probably the worst game of the year. Jaguars and Raiders. Raiders 1-point favorites over under 40.5. Zach.
I would actually take Jacksonville. I just can't take the Raiders. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's because I think Ritter shouldn't even be in the league.
That's one.
I don't know if I don't believe their coach should be a head coach.
Slow down that one, but give him a chance. I think another year. But
the Raiders,
I'm an AP guy, man. I'm not.
The Raiders are the biggest piece of hot garbage in the NFL to me.
Worse than the Giants?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. That's saying something. I think Jags win this game, but best bet, give me the under. None of these teams can score, honestly. So give me under in this one for this one. We're moving this game. This is a shit game. Shame game. All right. Niners at Dolphins. Dolphins 1-point favorites over under 45, Zach.
Well, the fact it's going to be down here in warm weather and San Francisco is not above 500, all signs point to Miami winning this game. But I don't think it happens. Give me the 49ers.
I started writing it, and then you said, never mind. Oh, you bastard. I'm going Dolphins this one. They still have faint playoff hopes, very faint playoff hopes. That can be done by the end of this weekend, especially lose this game. The Niners are. It's a sad story. It's like Detroit. No bodies. There was these Detroit won their game early in the year.
Yeah.
I think Dolphins just because of the speed and just because there's no more bodies to the Niners at this point now. Dolphins win this game just because of that. Give me Dolphins win this game to cover. All right, Sunday football. Bucks at the Cowboys. Bucks 4-point favorites over under 48.5. Zach.
Oh man, you have to love the Bucks in this game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, probably a smarter bet would be the over, but I'm not going to do it. I'm still going to stick with Tampa. I think Baker would love to go into Dallas and just throw up huge numbers.
Yeah, and he can do that, but the best bet's the under. I can't see Cooper Rush scoring a lot of points. If Tampa wins in a blowout, it'll be like
he's
31.
Done it multiple times this year already.
I mean, well, right, he'll Baker. Well,
20 points. You get 20 points from Dallas, and the Bucks cover the spread.
27-20 Bucks. That's still under. So under still hits. 48.5. Yeah, it's a lot of points. If it was at 45 or 46, I would say, okay, I get it. But 48.5? Yeah, Bucks win this game, definitely. But give me the under this one. Best bet, honestly. All right. And then Monday Night Football, we have the Saints at Packers. Packers are 14-point favorites. The over-under is 43, Zach.
Can I eat 14 wings?
Of course you can.
Well, yeah, I can, but I'll also be drinking beer.
That's true. That's very true, knowing you.
Yeah, I'll still do it. I'm going to say Green Bay can outscore how many chicken wings I can eat while we watch. So,
all right. You got Green Bay, right?
yes, sir.
Me too. Number one's in the cold. The Saints don't play well in the cold. Number two, who's our quarterback now? The Saints quarterback now? I have no idea. Jake somebody.
Oh.
Jake from State Farm. Jake Snake Roberts. Jake Ryan from the 16 Candles. Like, come on. What are we doing here? Packers, look, Green Bay is one of those teams in the NFC that, yes, I can see playing in this NFC title game, but I'm not as confident that's going to happen because I think they're a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde team, at least when it comes to like playing the elites in the NFC or the league for that matter. But yeah, this game, though, in the Frozen Tundra, come on now. What are we doing here? Give me the Packers win this game and cover easy. Saints go on the road. Come on now. They're packing it in now at this point. So, all right. So there's your Week 16 best bets in the National Football League. All right. Quickly here.